Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? Okay, that's the one intro. Here's another one you might like. Woo woo! Welcome to week 13. All aboard the playoff train. And now, our show. And now, our show. Greetings and welcome to the final regular week in a very irregular season. Week 13, BPFFL 2020. Where the hell's the camera? There it is! I'm drunk. Let's get on with this week's picks! Up first, we have a match that will have some bearing going into the playoffs. All these matches do. Pay attention. I'm going fast and loose. Jake, you can insert whatever joke you want here. Oh, that's funny stuff. But anyway, seriously, let's get back to the picks. Up first, we have ourselves the Scobeyville Senators going up against the Eden Extractors. Now, the Senators are out, regardless of what happens, but on a good note, they're going to wind up with the number one pick going into 2021. And the Extractors, well, here's the thing. Mathematically, I busted it down. The Extractors can't win the division, nor can they take the number 4 seed. So regardless of what happens, the Extractors are going to wind up taking on the winner of the Slaughterhouse Hangman team. I'm madly distracted. Up next, we have ourselves the Scobeyville Senators going up against the Eden Extractors. Now, this one is kind of academic because the Senators are out for the playoffs. This is their last regular season game, but on a plus side for their fans, next year they get the number 1 overall pick. And for the Extractors, mathematically, I've done the math. There will be a lot of it. Quiz will follow. There was a lot of math done, and the Extractors can neither win the global division, nor can they wind up in 4th place, regardless of what happens. So whoever wins the Slaughterhouse Hangman matchup, we'll be getting to it later, lots of math, will wind up facing the Extractors next week in the first round of playoffs. That said, looking over the data, Extractors over the Senators by 5. Up next, we have what could be the most important, pivotal, and dramatic game played in all of the 2020 season. It's the Gowanda Thunder going up against the Rich Road Roughnecks. This is as academic a point as it can be made. Whoever wins winds up getting in. Whoever loses is out and rewarded with the number 2 pick in the 2021 season. 1 spot left in the Central Division, Thunder versus Rednecks. Who do I think's going to get it? I'm giving this one to the Thunder. I think they've been on a roll lately, making a lot of controversial yet productive moves, and the Roughnecks, unfortunately, have disappointed me more often this last season than not. So, Thunder over... Not the Extractors, try that again. Thunder over the Rednecks? The hell's wrong with you? Thunder by 7! Jesus Christ, you better fucking sober up over there, pal. I'm not even joking. I need a drink too. Up next, we... You see what I work with. Up next, we have the Slaughterhouse going up against the Hangman. This one is also an academic match in the Global Division. The winner of this contest will face the Extractors in the playoffs. The loser will wind up facing the a-holes in the playoffs. Geez, talk about pick your poison. I don't know who to root for in this one. Oh, wait. I'm your favorite bookie/fantasy football junkie. Of course I know who to root for, and that'll be Slaughterhouse over the Hangman by 5. Hands keep slipping. Must be all that hand cream you're using. Oh yeah, to moisturize for winter. Up next, we have ourselves the first match where math is going to be a priority. It's the Buffalo Bee-Waxes going up against the Taylor Hollow Terror. Okay, been up all night, researching, doing the math. Here's how it's going to play out. If the Terror win, they get the Central Division. Period. Terror wins, it's over. If the Bee-Waxes win and Team Snakeadapus loses, then the Bee-Waxes wind up getting the Central Division crown. Hey! It's going to get kookier from here, folks. I promise. I looked over the data, looked over the history, and that was history hitting the floor. Looking it over, I can only safely say that the Terror is going to wind up winning this matchup just because I think the Bee-Waxes are going to be in a lot of trouble with so many of their players in Tampa Bay not playing this week. Terror over the Bee-Waxes by 10. And finally, we come to our last cross-conference. Try that again. Do better. You bum. Tasty. Up next, we have our final cross-conference matchup of the year. The Irving A-Holes taking on Team Snicketapus. Okay. A-Holes, you got nothing to worry about. You've got the number 1 seed in the global division. You're fine. This match doesn't mean a damn thing for you. But to the Snakeadapus, this means everything. Because if the Snakeadapus wins and the Terror loses, then Team Snakeadapus winds up with the Central Division title. Now, here's where it gets kooky in the math. And the math is so kooky, I'm not even going to give you a pick on A-Hole Snakeadapus. I couldn't make a pick on this one to begin with because neither team really wants to go into the playoffs with a multiple loss streak going in. So no pick this week, A-Hole Snakeadapus. But here's the mathematics. If the Snakeadapus loses, they wind up the number 4 seed and will go up against either the Bee-Waxes or the Terror. Now, if the Snakeadapus wins, they wind up going from 4th to 1st. And by doing so, moves the Thunder Roughnecks winner from 4th to 3rd. So, right now, 5 teams, 4 potential places. I think I did the math correctly. Hey, Scotty the intern, tell me how I did on my math. Canadian mathematics? And we'll do the last crowd away shot. So as you can see, mathematically sound. Okay, it's been a week. I'm tired. I have no brains left. See you next week. Playoffs.